how do you network with other entrepreneurs? This might be online or in real life. Thing is, if you've got an online business, it's hard to meet people because you're working online by yourself, right? And when people are a little bit bigger than you or they don't really have an interest in you, then it's sometimes hard to network with them online because you can't make the impression. So in this guide, we're going to go over the best way to actually go network with people online and in person. Now, if you follow this guide, you're going to get people way more receptive to you. And this is literally a life hack that I have used personally. So this is what networking did for me, right? Followed these steps and it just opens opportunity for business and personal opportunities. You're going to make friends off it, really. If you're always at it on your own, then your mistakes are much louder because you don't hear of anything. Whereas if I've got someone who's in the same industry, maybe the same age as me or similar type of business, and I'm having occasional phone calls with them, and then they're facing the same problems I'm doing, it sort of reassures that the mistakes that you're making are normal things and you don't feel a little shit about yourself. And plus, if you two are working on two separate issues and you both fail, then you can share that and then avoid the failure for the other person. So you're doing two instead of one, right? Rather than like failing twice, you see what I mean? So why not find people in your industry? You need to, because otherwise you're just going at it alone. If you don't go and meet people in your industry, then they're working full time and making full time mistakes. And if they like you and you're helping them as well, then it's a mutual good relationship. So first off, congratulations. Yep, you're actually serious about your life. Most people do not give a shit about the goals at all, and they're not willing to do anything. They'd rather watch clickbaity nonsense material on YouTube, entertainment stuff, but you have actually clicked on a raw video you can actually get some value from. So I'm Theo and I make content for young entrepreneurs. If you like that, then hit that subscribe button down below, mate, yeah? So there's two ways that you can meet other business owners. There's online or there's in person. The best way by far is in person. Because online is much easier, of course, but you don't get the same impression. So you have to go find them and make some effort. This is the point in this. And plus, in person, people don't do anymore. People are too used to scrolling. They sit on social media. They don't walk up to people and shake their hand and look them in the eyes like a fucking man, yeah? So you can stand out by doing the in-person ones. And plus, you can make a better impression. The connection is better when it's in person. But there's a few things that we can do to make this better. So let's go over online first. Do not skip these basics. Yeah, do not skip these basics. So if you're messaging someone online, what is your social media like? Have you got that photo from 2014 where you're going out for a drink with Mark and he's very drunk and he's laid on the floor and he's being really funny? Is that your social media? Or you at a festival or someone tagged you in a someone tagged you in a photo where you're doing something not professional? You've got to structure your social media to be the type of person that you'd want to do business with, okay? So you've got to make sure it's professional first. Because if you're messaging people and your social media looks like shit, what do you expect them to say to you? Like, if you've got some drunken mess on your social media, what do you think they want to do business with you? It's pretty unlikely, right? So, and what's your first message? Are you asking them for something straight away? Or are you showing genuine interest in them? Because if you're just messaging them and saying, can you do this for me? Nobody's going to get back to you because you're being selfish, right? You've got to try and offer something first. It's not like you have to offer a service, but my favourite way to do this is I'd follow someone on social media, follow them for a month or two, interact with the posts, leave genuine comments on their social media, or I like this about this, or I like that you've done this, or fire bro even, yeah? Because all we're trying to do is we're trying to get them to remember our name. And because the big accounts still do see it. They still do see it. And I'll even do this now for people that I don't even plan to meet. But I will just leave comments, just get them used to seeing my name. Because you never know, in 3, 4, 5 years time, you never know when that person might see you again. And if they subconsciously remember your name, remember seeing it, then they're going to have a better reception because it's more used to them. Yeah, that's the way I think about it. So do not skip this. Message people, try and offer some value up front. Give a genuine comment, that's the difference. You're not just asking for something from them. Give a genuine comment. Get your name seen. If they're posted on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, then what you want to do is you want to leave comments on them all. Now, I'm not saying start acting like a serial killer, yeah? Don't start being creepy. But if you leave a positive, genuine comment, people can never get bothered by that. Obviously, if you're sending them question marks in their inbox, then they're going to be bothered by it. But if you're actually taking in the thing that they've posted and leaving a genuine comment, they're not going to say, "Oh, this guy's being too nice to me." They're not going to say that, yeah? Because what we're doing is we're leaving genuine positive comments, yeah? So you're actually giving up front, right? That's what you've got to remember. That's the big difference with this. Now, in-person meet, this is by far the best. You get a stronger impression and they can't ignore you because you stood in front of them. No, I'm not saying start acting creepy again. But this is where you stand out, right? Because most people now, especially entrepreneurs, they can't even handle a hard phone call. They can't even look someone in the eye and shake the hand. They're quiet when they speak. Yeah? The internet's made people soft. So if you can go in person, dress smart, walk straight over, shake the hands, look in their eyes, then that's going to be a stronger impression. They're going to remember you because people do not do that. People do not do that anymore. It's a very small amount of people. So when you stick to these traditional old school ways, then you can stand out from all the thousands of Instagram DMs that they get. Because people can't be asked going in person. So you've got to look for opportunities where you can stand out, right? So, firstly, you should not be trying to meet anybody in real life before doing your research. This is the biggest part of this, okay? It's your job to study the person that you want to meet. You need to build genuine interest for their career, brand, or what they've built, whether that be on social media or business, whatever. This is an essential step. Do not skip this. Because the reason for this is, when you do meet them, you're going to have something to say. And it's going to be a genuine comment, right? So if you've done this correctly, it's time to meet. Yeah? So the best way, follow them on IG, YouTube, LinkedIn, find out what real life events they're attending. Because all these people, no matter how big they are, they all go to real life events. Now, if he's going out for a Christmas Eve lunch with his family, do not show up to that. Yeah? But if he's going to a trade show, then you might want to go. You understand? So, if you've studied his character properly, that means you're watching him on all these social media platforms, you know the journey, you've watched all the podcasts, you know how he started, and you've tied something genuine about his journey to your own life. And that's the comment that you want to make, right? And, you know, you need to go for it. You need to go to where they are at. So, it's not going to be in your hometown, right? If you need to speak to this person, if it's going to literally change your career, you have to be willing to go to Africa. Yeah. Literally, it's a flight. It's a flight. Just make it happen. No excuses. You only have to drive to the airport, yeah? But the further that you go, the more that you're going to stand out, right? That's what you've got to understand. So, bear that in mind. When you're going to speak to someone at an event, you need to have this game plan, yeah? Now we're at the event. Now you see them. What do? Well, when you see them, walk straight over, smile, shake their hand, and give a genuine praise about what they've done. Now, you will know exactly what to say if you've done your homework. If you followed these steps, you will know exactly what to say. You would be surprised how receptive somebody is when a complete stranger walks up to them and congratulates them or thanks them for a specific thing that they've done to help their journey. Yeah? That is a comment you can't ignore. And that is a comment that nobody will ever get annoyed by. Even if the person's super busy, whatever, that is a comment you can't ignore. Now, does this guarantee that they're going to give you your phone number after? Does this guarantee that you're going to be friends after? No. It's going to give you the best chance you can get. Yeah? The best chance you can get. But even if it doesn't work out the first time, yeah? Because you've made that first impression, you never know when you're going to see that person again. Out of all the people walking up to them, saying, oh, this empty comments or asking for information, you've been the one to say a genuine comment. You've walked over, you've gone in person, you've shook their hand, you've looked in their eyes, and you've given a genuine comment about how they have helped your life. They're going to remember you out of most of the people that they meet, right? So that's the power in this. Everybody loves to hear genuine praise, no matter how big they are. So imagine if you saw Richard Branson and someone said, oh my God, I'm your biggest fan. Compared to you saying, the part I read in your book about the personal challenges you had to overcome when starting your business really helped me apply it to my situation. I appreciate that you wrote that. It genuinely helped my life. Now, if both people were to ask for the phone number afterwards, who do you think would get it? Who would have the better chance? Yeah? It'd be a genuine comment. So it's as simple as that. People like genuine praise. But if you haven't prepared, you're going to end up saying some bullshit like this. Maybe not exactly this, I hope not, but you're going to be saying some nonsense like this, an empty comment. Yeah, this is not an empty comment. This shows that you actually studied the character. You've actually applied it to your life, and then people will want to help you. So this is going to be the strongest impression you can give, matched with the dressing smart, looking smart, shaking hands, looking in eyes. Yeah. Now you can put planning into meeting one person, and that's great, right? But you should already be up to date with the industry leaders. You should know their journey. You should know the stuff they went through, and you should already have the genuine praise built up. Because then when you see that person, you need to just be able to reel it off. You never know when you're going to run into people, right? So you should always already be following these people, yeah? Lay the groundwork beforehand. Study people and actually remember what they say. Actually remember what they think. If you follow this networking guide, you're guaranteed to have better success. Do not sleep on this. You never know where it may lead. You're one conversation away from changing your life, and that's the truth. If you can't reach anybody online, get out there, put the work in, go speak to people. That's where you can get a head up over everyone else, because no one else is doing that. That's what you've got to look for. You've got to look for the things that the 99% are not willing to do, and you need to be the one that's willing to do it. So I hope you got some value in that. Make sure you subscribe down below. This next video coming up is going to be a banger for after this one, and it's going to be right about there.